Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I would like to welcome you to today's edition of the Spotlight on Freedom 87.9 FM. Today started at the wet day in Monrovia, and of course, my thoughts are with all of you out there who are victimized by today's downpour. However, will you join us? I would like to welcome to today's edition of Women's Spotlight. My name is Princess Alexa Pinchikoli. I am your host every Wednesday right here on Women's Spotlight. I'm so sorry for being away last Wednesday. I was a bit under the weather. It is a good thing being back on the radio, especially presenting today's presentation of Women's Spotlight. This program is proudly sponsored by Crown Stoppers Liberia. And of course, we're proudly associated with Orange Liberia. Like 2 Wednesdays ago on today's edition, we play host to another entertainer, a young lady, by the way. She has a couple of songs. We're going to talk about her songs. We're going to talk about her journey. and a lot more as well. To be a follower of the Liberian entertainment industry, you have to understand a lot of things that actually go on there. So she will be here just explaining some of the things that she has experienced and some of the things that she still experiences as an upcoming artist in Liberia. Our guest is going to be here in the next couple minutes. She's a few minutes away from here, I'm told. So she's going to be here. But just before we take a very short break to get right back, I would like to tell you more about what Orange Liberia has in store for all of you valued customers. Orange Liberia still has the back to school offer at their different stores, three different locations in Liberia in Monrovia, Congo Town, 16th Street at the Icon 16 building, and Baptized. So just go to any of the three stores and you have a lot of different offers there. That's the back to school offer for you. There are phones that have a lot of discounts. So I think that's really okay for parents to purchase some of these different phones for their children. Also, Orange Liberia still has the Flybox router that is to be used for internet. It could be for your office, your home, your store, whatever you want to use it for. So all you have to do to activate different bundles in order to use the um, you know, Flybox router, does star 777 # you have different options right there. There's also an exclusive offer on the Max It LR app. So you have $1 for 1 gigabyte, and that goes for 30 days as well. So continue using Orange Liberia as Orange Liberia is here for you and Orange Liberia is here to stay. We took a very short break to get right back. We'll get right back. We definitely get into our discussion of today.
Stop the people. Step that to your door. Stop cry and be for them. Stop like me when they set it to me. Me said they stop for all of them. Stop the people. Step that to your door. Stop cry and make it be for them. Stop like me when they set it to me. Me said they stop for all of them.
Constable experience here. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message. No self-open or next time.
I would like to say welcome back to Women's Spotlight on 87.9 FM. If you're just joining us, my name is Princess Alexa Benchakoli. I am your host right here on Women's Spotlight. And just a reminder, Orange Liberia has a lot in stores for all of you who valued customers. So I would just like to say this over, just in case you did not listen the first time. So Orange Liberia has the Starbucks Rioter, and obviously that's going for $69. So that is an internet package to be used for your office, your home, or just wherever you want to use it. And to be able to activate, data bundles just to use, your router, all you have to do is dial star 777 # and you'll be able to have different options. You have 10 gigabytes, you have 15 gigabytes for $9, and the list goes on. Also, Orange Liberia still has an exclusive offer on the Max 8 app, and that is $1 goes for 1 gigabyte 30 whole days. So all you have to do is have the Max app. If you do not have it now, rush to Google Play Store. That is if you have an Android, and if you have an iPhone, go to Apple Store. You'll be able to just type Max 8 LR. You'll be able to download the Max 8 app and just enjoy all of the different things they also have there. Also, now we're already in September, so it tells you that high schools are opening on different dates. So there's also a back to school offer from Orange Liberia. All you have to do go to three different stores because Orange Liberia has three different locations for you. You go to Akon 16 on 16th Street. That's the most iconic building. Just go there, and their phones on sale. You have huge discounts, and you also go to Congo Town. There are phones as well there, and also Baptized. So you'll be able to get these different phones for your children to use for school purposes and whatnot. So that's basically what Orange Liberia has in store for all of you. So just continue to enjoy Orange Liberia. Our guest will be here in the next few minutes, but I would like to talk about something, and I think I've missed out on that because I was well and I couldn't be here, and then we saw all the different statements and different point of views on the social media. We also saw some advocates and activists, talk about it, and that's an alleged rape case. In fact, it happened, by the way. But you have an alleged rapist who happened to be one of your government officials in Liberia from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and J. Bryant McGill. Yeah. So a couple of days ago, there was a report, and that report stated that a 14-year-old girl was raped allegedly by one of the assistant ministers, I think, at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And you had a lot of different statements, different views. There were people who were saying, hey, we stand with him, the alleged perpetrator. There were also people who were saying we need to protect the survivor. We don't say victim though. We need to protect the survivor. And I think it is important that, people get together to petition maybe the government or to just raise this as a major issue. And for me, I do not normally go with the crowd because on a serious note, you always have a lot of people to come up. You always have a lot of activists, a lot of advocates. They will be able to raise their voices and just talk about it. I am concerned about how differently this entire case has been. I'm one of the people who've been, talking about, oh, we should stop rape. And at a point in time, for the record, I have marched, I have protested in this country for rape dignity. And by then, we still had George Weah as president, though. I remember 2020, I launched the Trust No One campaign, and that was against sexual violence, against rape, and a lot of different things, especially when it comes to all forms of violence. And that was launched in June of 2020. So we had a lot to talk about, because we had COVID, we had the lockdown. So people were just committing crimes. People were just raping their daughters, sisters, their neighbors, and the list goes on. So that was one of the most devastating moments for me as a young woman who is very passionate about elevating the voices of young people, young girls, young women, as well as just raising some of these different issues, especially gender sensitive issues. So that was like really, really devastating for me. So we did that, and it went for 2 or 3 months. We had a whole social media campaign, all that. Not besides the point. Now, Jay Bryant allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl. And the same energy that is usually used on ordinary alleged rapists was not used or has not been used on this Michael guy. And the question is why? And then Greg talked about DNA machine. So how long will it take to bring that? How long? You're calling your foreign partner, to help in the process and all that. That is hypocrisy, sheer hypocrisy. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. There are people in this country, there are men in this country, there are boys in this country who allegedly sodomized, allegedly raped young boys, sodomized young boys, raped young girls, and we know exactly how they were handled. They were being detained and waiting trial. A lot of them. There are people who are today at South Beach. Why are they there? They're there because they're alleged rapists and they're there awaiting trial. So every now and then, if they have, a time in court, they're going to go to court. If they have a moment to appear before a judge, they're going to appear before the judge. So why haven't we seen that same energy used to have Miguel, who is the alleged rapist? Because of course it is alleged. So if he is saying he did not commit a crime, if he is saying he is innocent, why haven't we seen the same energy being used on ordinary alleged rapists? And then you have him. I'm not even sure if he was arrested. I'm not sure if he was being detained or if he is being detained. I'm not sure. So it is clear that this entire country is running on a selective path where people, because he is a government official, is that it? And you are saying it is alleged? Do you know how many alleged rapists who are there behind bars? Do you know how many of them? They are people's fathers. They're people brothers. They're people's uncles. They're there. Because why? Allegedly, they raped somebody somehow. And they're there to prove in court of competent jurisdiction that, of course, I'm innocent. If you're found guilty, you go ahead and serve your time. That's how it has always been. So, what is different about this case? I'm asking Inspector General. I'm asking Greg, Adjutant of Police, what is different? And we're talking about it, intellectual aspect, the whole thing, and all that. It did not make sense to me. When you have within the same week, you had an ordinary guy who was also arrested because he also allegedly ripped somebody. So how different is it? Do we still have? Do we still have? This is crazy, yo. I don't even know how to put it. Are we still running this country as it should be, governed, as it should be run, or are we just managing it? If there are people who are in our circles, we're going to protect them. And then you have a lot of justifications. One of the things that was very funny to me is the fact that there are some of the people who are today's government officials. Some of them, they're assistant ministers, they're directors, or whatever it is. And I saw them talk about McGill's character. Oh, he is a very good man. Nobody is saying he is not good or he is bad. That's not the point. The point here is this man allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl. Are you taking into consideration that 14-year-old girl's trauma? Do you know how traumatic it is to be in that position? Do you know you've never been raped before? So you really understand it. We can only empathize and we can only use our voice to call for fair treatment. Okay? And some of them were, just writing long things about, oh my God, this, and besides, he is not yet guilty, so he cannot be. And a lot of you, we have pictures of you when they had this massive say no to rape protest in this country for 3 days when we had George Weah as president. Some of you went there and you said you were there as citizens of this country who stand against all forms of violence against women and girls. You stand against sexual violence, sexual harassment. You stand against rape. According to you, you were patriotic and nationalistic citizens of this country. So if you are going there in solidarity, you are going there to protest for survivors, for people who even died in the protest. And today, because you're a rescue minister, a rescue director, and one of your missionaries allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl, and then you are saying to us, the man is not guilty. We have to wait for investigation, and we have to wait for the DNA machine or whatever it is. I'm on the radio, so I wouldn't use the word I want to say before the second. You see what I'm saying? But that is total BS. Okay, that is total BS. You cannot have a country and run it this way. I bet you, I bet you, if that person was a guy from an ordinary guy from Old Road, from if that person was Baby Boy, for example, if that person was the producer, Abraham, and he allegedly, that's a bad thing, but we're just saying God forbid, he would never do that. Allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl. I am telling you, you would have a lot of people right here, and he wouldn't even be here producing the show right now. He would be behind bars, being detained and awaiting trial. So all I'm trying to say, Greg, I love to call you Greg. I know you like creating content, but the whole thing not content creation here. We're discussing a 14-year-old girl. Yeah? That could be your daughter, that could be your niece, that could be somebody. Okay? And it can happen to anybody. Oh. We just say it. It could be somebody. So please, the same energy used, to torture, the same energy used for an ordinary alleged rapist, I think that will also be used when you have people who are maybe eminent or prominent, or when you have people who are government officials. The law is the law, as Musa Berete can say. So you shouldn't, this is not funny, but the law is the law. So you should not give an extra special treatment to J. Brian McGill because you know him probably. Maybe he's your friend, or maybe he is one of the rescue missionaries. So you want to protect a member of your rescue tree. That doesn't work here. This is Liberia. This is not nobody's personal property. No. My partner get a land, your partner get a land, nobody probably get a land. This is Liberia, and it is for all of us. So for me, I'm not begging you. I'm not appealing to you. I know a lot of people who were, all out there when we had George Weah, because this is not even something to politicize. This is an apolitical, topic. This is an apolitical discussion. Whenever it comes to rape, it is apolitical because it could be anybody. But I remember vividly when we had George Weah as Liberia's president. Any small thing in a country about rape, you see people all on the street. And the moral voices are nowhere to be seen today. And you will look me in the face and say, but it is by conviction. Why you can't use your voice? I'm using my voice in one of the biggest platforms in this country right now to talk about it. But if you're going to say to us you're an activist, if you're going to say to us you're an advocate, and you're here to stand against all odds against women, especially when it comes to these forms of violence, you should do that at all times. Do not sit back and just wait when it is in your favor or when it's somebody you do not support. And then you stand up all together and say we're together as one people, so we're here to march, we're here to protest, to protect young girls and women in our country. No. If you're doing that, you're a hypocrite. And I'm saying this without any apology. Today you have over 1,000 plus rape cases that are reported. Just think about the ones that are yet to be reported. And we're yet to see a resounding, unified voice, coordinated voice to have all these people together to say we stand together again in 2025 or 2024 because we have had different documentations from 2024 and now we're in 2025. You have a lot of them, and we're yet to see these things. We'll continue to use our different platforms to talk about these things. But I'm saying to you, Mr. Greg Clement, the governor of Liberia, please do what is appropriate at about this time. We're not begging, that's a job you are to do, and you are employed by Liberians to do that job. So we're not begging you, we're your bosses. You do the job because we're paying you. Okay? So I don't know what Brian McGill is. And I'm not going to make any speculation. But on the social media, it was reported. It is not confirmed. It is an unconfirmed report, by the way. It was reported by different sources that he has left the country. I'm not going to buy into that because it is yet to be confirmed. But wherever he is, whether he is in Liberia or out of Liberia, that's not my concern. But I think he should be treated as you would treat any other alleged rapist. And that's on period. Okay? We said no to rape. We said no to rape when we said no to rape when we had George Bush as president. And today we have Joseph Walker as president. We're still saying no to rape. It doesn't matter who is in power. But if you're going to stand for something and you're going to be firm in standing for something and standing against something, you have to do that every now and then. Don't tell me, say, oh no, the people. No, no, no. If you do that, you're a hypocrite. So you have no voice. You have no moral grounds to say that to us. But that's what I wanted to see. Just a little piece of my mind. Okay? Our guest is already here and we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to get to our guest and discuss entertainment. Producer, can you do something for me, please? We said no to rape. Okay? I'm Princess Alexa Colley, and I say no to rape every now and then. I will. And please, nobody should get me angry in this studio. We're saying no to rape. Kill something.
I'm intelligent. I'm fearless. I'm an achiever. I'm resilient. I'm unstoppable. I'm a maker. I'm creative. I'm brilliant. I'm female. And more. Ooh. Oh. It's the cry of a girl born gifted, another make her honor. Yet the world really thinks she's only a female, but I am more. I'm born to be a maker. My greatness, my mind can see. I have no words to be anything. I am sure more than this. I'm a dreamer, and a believer, more. I can be anything if I just believe in me. I'm Woo! Ladies, sing with me. There's a story where whether or not I believe. Oh, hear the new story from here. On the sound, the path I'm so born to be my greatness, my dream. I have
Okay. I want to say welcome. Hmm? Now we're in different elements. We're finished forgetting about that one. We'll come back to it later. That because it doesn't get old, okay? But I'd like to say welcome back. And if you're just joining us, you're listening to Women's Spotlight on Freedom 87.9 FM. And I am Professor Alexa eventually right here with you. I have my able producer, Abraham Kamara, the DJ's hero. And interestingly, I have my DJ Mavic is also here with me. So I would just like to say if you're listening to us and you have not yet played Freedom Queen Liberia Cat giveaway, please start to play right now. Dial star 355 star one hash to play. And also use 50 Liberian dollars that is using mobile money or 25 USD cents to be able to play. Stand a chance to win 5,000 up to 25,000. And we're still in September, so that means Green Liberia still has this back to school bonanza. And at the end of the month or at the end of this entire, you know, bonanza, back to school bonanza, someone will walk away with 100,000 Liberian dollars. That is for scholarship funds, and that is the grand prize. Also, you have the silver prize, 25,000 Liberian dollars, and you have 5 persons to walk away with 10,000 Liberian dollars each. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50,000 will be given out to 5 persons, so 10, 10 each. Okay. So continue to play the star 255 star one hash Freedom Win Liberia cash giveaway. Continue to play as I'm here, and Mathis will get a little on to give you all the money you're going to win. So now we'll go to our studios. Good afternoon. How are you?
Okay.
It is nice to have you, even though you're here late. I think that won't be a
I
yeah, but it is nice to have you. 2 Wednesdays ago, we hosted an entertainer, and we talked about her journey. And like her, you're also an entertainer. You are a musical artist. Um, you are basically within or trying to just navigate the Liberian music industry just to get out there and have the music played. So our audience is listening and would like to know who are you? What's your name? What's your original name? The American people see your government name. What's your stage name as well?
First of all, thank you for giving me opportunity. I'm Queen Aramita. I'm an artist, songwriter, and I do comedy. And
Oh,
I'm a businesswoman. I'm
okay.
also a mother, a wife. Yeah,
Okay, Queen. Is that it? Okay,
my real name, Queen Aramita.
Queen Aramita. That's your name.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so you do comedy. You also do music.
yeah.
So let's talk about the journey. How long have you been doing all these things? How long have you been doing music? How long have you been with the different comedy videos and all that?
For the comedy, I just started.
Okay.
But for the music, I started when I was little. I started with music. But actually, my first song that I sang, it was with Jackie Ross 2022. Child lost somebody. After that, decided to take a break for like 2 years. Then now,
So you started singing when little, that means you started at early age. So what inspired you to
my husband.
don't mind me
I was inspired by my husband.
to officially start this as a career to be involved with the music business, especially with how the industry is. So your husband encouraged you and told you,
Yeah,
"Hey, I think you can make it," and all that.
yes.
Your husband has more. So what are some of the major challenges? Because number one, it is hard to just navigate. That is to break through,
Yeah,
and it is not also common. It is hard depending on the people you have with you, and it is not hard depending on the people you also have with you. So if you have the right team, you're going to go and go. If you do not have the right team, you're not going to go. So honestly, I've listened to some of your music. I didn't know it was you until Mathis told me, and I was like, "Oh, this is a very nice song," but I don't know her, you know. So you are not really out there for the public to be able to say, "Hey, this is Aramita," and I can recognize her and just match the music to the individual and all that, right? So that is missing.
yes.
So tell me about it. What are some of the major challenges? Your husband encourages you every now and then, but what are some of the major challenges you're faced with?
For now, I still gym again. We're doing it small, small.
Oh my God, go ahead.
For now, I still gym again. We're doing it small, small. I stand school back. I know everything will be okay. Yes.
So, what is basically future plans? Because there are people who would say maybe the next 5 years, I want to be able to be one of the most listened to female artists on here. Or someone would say, I want to be maybe the most talented, or there are different dreams people have. So what exactly is your dream as an artist?
For me, I want to take music game to another level. So in the next 5 years, I know I will become a very big star.
And now you go, because saying
We
it is one thing, and just working towards that
we
is
still
also another
still
thing.
working on it. We're still working on it.
How are you working?
We're doing it small, small through promotion, and then my hard work in good cooking music, and then we're still working on.
You said something about your husband, and obviously, your husband is going to encourage you now because you are his darling wife. So he's going to do that. Now, as an individual, what keeps you going? Because if you say I'm very passionate about it, like what I do on the radio, for me, this is a lifestyle, so it keeps me going every now and then. So I don't want to quit. I just want to keep getting better and better and better again. So for you, what keeps you going as an individual? Let's disregard your husband because obviously he's going to be there. For you, Queen Arabita, what keeps you going?
My fans. They keep me going. They motivate me a lot. So, and I know within myself, I really love music. I love music, and I want to do better. I want to do more.
Mm.
And music is part of me. Yes.
So we're going to drop some of the songs. We're going to play maybe one or two of them,
Okay.
and after that, I want to listen to some of the lyrics. And I also
Yes.
want to know how do you put these things? Do you write your own? So I want to know how do you put these different words together and turn these different words into music. So can we
Okay.
cue one of the songs, please?
You is not alone. I can feel where you when you embrace the peace. Love as you, just like most things feel the way. I will love you. So many things I've been through for love, and I gave it up.
Oh my God. For me, I get so you know this song need to have someone. Well, let's talk about food. Yeah. I'll be coming Wednesday, that you enjoy it. Tell me about it. How did you put all this like what's one of the because okay, let's talk about it. How did you hmm? You can tell us in a I remember a lot. How did you do that? So that was like basically just now I want to go back to that. Okay. So tell me a little more. Like you said, who's this because it is really cheap, you know? You see, we're vibing to this and all that. And it is not the first time I've listened to this song. And I think this is the song that caught my attention because I listened to he plays this song and I'll be like, who get this song? You get my artist. You have an artist in the studio. I'd be like, what's in the artist because the song is nice. And then I don't really think it has the attention it needs to have. Hey, what has been happening to that? You do. I'm not saying this as people think like this. I'm not. I'm very honest. So one more time, well, yeah, but you know, it's actually, you know, so what's the name? What's the name of the it's in my relation so if you're listening out there and you follow Alexa, you follow Freedom, you're also on office by doing music. Please go to Facebook. I don't see all this everybody, but a lot of people use Facebook. So go to Facebook and just search Queen Album. Okay? You're going to see the page. Please make sure you follow her. And these are they? I'm going to do another thing later on, but this particular one is on the mark. Where? So if you're listening, okay, if you're listening, please go to the mark, okay, and download the song "Queen Aretha for Love." And it's what I'm our money, our money. Right now, people are doing that, so it's like I don't want to go circle, but it's the circle that everybody is going in without because it's a somebody so we yeah, we're not going to give up the social that. So go on Facebook and just Queen Aramisa and Michael Page, Michael Page also I'm sure there are different updates there regarding the music so you can be able to follow her and support her. It's not always about yeah, I love my band. So what exactly do you support these different artists? So they put a lot into this, the energy, the money, because you need to pay money to be called. Mm-hmm. But you pay an engineer to do your song for them. So they need your support to keep you there. And personally, don't know me. I'm telling you, to this support. After here, I'm going to follow a page and share to be able to, as a follower, to be able to also do that. So we have another, we have, what's happening? Hold on a moment, talk to you. I remember talk to you. So, I don't want to get angry, but let's
I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com. I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Okay, so you just listen to talk to me, and if I tell you, let me tell you, eh? You'll not get what you, plenty. But in other, this is women's spotlight, right? So we spotlight individuals, we spotlight women, we spotlight girls. And interestingly, also spotlight men and boys, because to be a boy and being a woman. So obviously, we have to spotlight to talk about some of the people who are, contributing immensely, especially the mother, maybe the girlfriend or whoever it is. So we do that a lot. And for me, I think I'm really happy to have her in studio because her songs are amazing. Her songs are really nice, and she leads all of us to support her. So, yeah, the industry is really huge, and you have a lot of different people. You have young women as well. You have young men. You have old men. It's plenty different ages. So, of all the artists we have, all the musical artists we have someone that you really like and look up to. All the artists we have. You want to do a collab with her. Why? And a woman doing interesting. I had her here 2 Wednesdays ago. Yeah, and that was amazing. So I'll reach. Do you have a Wednesday? By the way?
For now, still hoping to see what the future will bring. But for now,
My friend is a manager, but that's okay too because sometimes some of the management, it can be easier. They'll be like, you know what, me a manager, I won't blow by you, my artist. Like that's like a big problem. If I manage me, I won't blow by you.
just
So
manage me well. I don't have problems, but just
I
manage me
get
well.
problem. You can blow by your artist. You'll feel like this something okay, because it's like a two-way street. You're promoting your artist, and based on the work you do, you're going to get money. You have to support your artist and all that. So you don't have to work it out. So it is something that your husband is the manager, but I pray and hope that in the future you're going to get a musical management that will be able to help you in that process. You have a lot of different records here. So you have SEPT, producers, old people. You have Daytona, and the two major whatever because it's all day. So of all the records labels we have, you can have a recent out to anyone. Maybe you want to reach out to IBD, you want to reach out to Japa and say, we manage things, all that. Or you just in your corner for now, you're just waiting for just know you're coming wait for okay.
See what will happen. It is. For, for me, I don't know for now. For now, I don't know. But I know I can say that what we need to do. We need everything to work for
I
us.
won't
I
say
just
it,
want
but
to
go ahead and say I do.
yeah.
Yeah. I like the part where you somehow spiritual because you need to reference the most high, the most the friend. Because everything we do, he's there. I don't know what he will make us experience. Yeah, actually, that's a huge thing. So, yeah. And I don't know if it was you've been thinking, it's not your small bit, but the first song you recorded that was with Jackson, right? And that was 2022, according to you.
Yes.
So 2022, 2023, 4, 5, that has been 4, 5, no, not 4, 5, 6, 3 years from now. And we did a song with Jackson. He's also a big record fan. Um, and what was that?
I was for one night. We are satisfaction. Very yes, great.
Why did you take a break when you were this talented?
Because it is, see if things, it is what you want to do or not. Yeah. Sounds so bad, but you haven't. I decide, I decided that I want to do music and I'm suffering.
You're in it.
I will stay.
Amen. Amen. Yes, amen.
I'm not taking a break.
Do not. Do not. Like seriously. Just get this right. You already have your even married. The woman double I'm from the rest of course. So guys, I'm not protected in this studio, yeah? Let me tell you, for me I'm just here. She has her brothers, she has her engineer, she also has her DJ. So you have the entire team here. And I love that for her because you need people around you. Exactly. So I realized two more questions. What am I for the kitchen? So what I think that has is what legacy are you building with musically? Let's discuss the musically. Because I know as a mother, you're building a lot for your children to be able to support in part of your mom. And when you're no longer here, you'll be able to rest into something that's good. But now as a music artist and what legacy do you want to build? How do you want to be remembered? If somebody call you here, say Queen Aretha, what did you think of that? What is that?
I want to feel a legacy that so many people will remember. But if you do that, I have to work for it. It's the reason why every time when you're working, thinking of it, thinking work, trying to do what you're working for, trying to do something different. People will remember. And not just for the degree with right things. All the things.
So what is the one? Big shout out to you,
Strange, strange,
Trends Vibe.
strange.
Trends Vibe. Okay, big shout out to you, engineer, and continue doing what you're doing for Queen Arabisa. Yes, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. One last thing before your husband is a manager, and your husband encouraged you to do music actively. So what if the husband wants you to leave music? You're the person.
But they talk to you. But now I hear those heroes. So you know where my husband know the music is kind of me.
Okay.
I can do it and music.
So you more like Indian when starting you thinking,
Yes, I can do
you
it and
put
music.
in you
Him and
thinking.
see. Can you imagine something I will be sleeping? I will just, get up. Basically, you go and
Correct.
I said, maybe I get lyrics, I get lyrics. Oh,
Oh,
they know.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's funny for us as person like when you see people now. I don't know what's going on.
No, the men love music.
So you can hold him on some good man.
The
Oh
men, the
wow,
men love music.
that's amazing.
The men set up a studio for me without me knowing.
I
They
don't know.
surprised me.
Imagine.
Because you know I'm
So
music. I used
music
to
from
do karaoke.
okay.
I used to do how
To
sing,
different events.
yeah,
Wow.
rap, do karaoke together.
So you need to have your own
How
stuff.
mentioned what is what in against voice for? Oh, they karaoke, karaoke.
Yeah, they don't have their own thing going. That's amazing. Seriously.
Oh, yeah, her voice.
And now we have her voice. Okay.
She's a good actress. That's calling her voice. Oh, they karaoke, karaoke.
And
And some people,
we're happy that
some people,
you're sharing this passion of yours with us, and also thank say hi to your husband.
Daddy,
Oh wow, I go say it.
Daddy, I'm gonna say hi.
Yeah,
And
Daddy
thank you,
Neil.
Victor Windows City. I want to
Wow,
say hi for being my biggest supporter. You know, keeping me when no one was
she's
here.
blushing, Mister. If you're listening, in fact, maybe we're going to send this video to you. She is blushing. Okay, but thank you so much, Mister, because it takes a lot for a husband to be very supportive, especially on that note. You know. So thank you so much for supporting her, and please do not give up. You guys continue to do this because I'm sure I'm of the highest conviction that you're going to go far. She has a nice voice, and I think it was amazing for all of us to just put our hands around her and be able to produce this. It is good. I love this music. In fact, all the musicians and film music on producer that I am. Like every artist, every Nigerian artist, they're very, very big on at the tip. So we're just gonna take this song, and we take us home and just vibe to it and just think do your lip sync or anything you want to do. Okay, so oh my god. If I get the voice to get, I'll do it again. I will just I'm walking, I'm singing. You ask my name, I'm singing, it's not okay? And so nice having you, always nice having you. And I look forward to having you here for this time. And this is a promise to you. I'm going to play a song every now and then because I love it already. Now, one of
Thank
my
you.
favorite now, you go. Just write that down, okay?
tell you that thank you for giving me privilege about myself, my family, everything. Good music for me. I want to tell my friends thank you. Other people started with me, other people are supporting me. I will not let them down, no matter what. Other people following me. You can know when they get into music.
Thank you so much for being here. And okay, we try to do something with these programs. This is how I like to leave you on this note. We had Kenny Aramusa in studio today as our guest. And of course, we had a good time. Do join us next Wednesday for another interesting edition of Women's Spotlight. But I'm going to be back on the radio for probably okay? Yeah, that's funny. So, Jacob, come on, I keep doing the thing. Okay? So, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. See you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
I love you. I'm not breaking up.